Okay, centering. Okay. Just on top, hand on the back, not on the side. A lot of you guys do the hand out here, and I don't have any force or stability from there, but here I do. I can straighten it out just like that from here, okay? I'm gonna just wheel wedge once because I feel a bubble in there. Go back to that wheel wedge, okay. So wheel wedge center. Press until I feel it kind of dry out. It's getting a little sticky. I'll back off. It might take you a few times, okay? Then you can start to turn your thumbs down. This is the point, okay, some of us, Austin, we're rushing to get to this point. We need to master those previous steps to get here. Okay, some of us are doing all right until we enter, and then it's kind of getting wobbly.
Yes.
The main problem there's two problems. One, either we didn't have it completely centered, or it came off when we were entering. In which case, I would suggest to continue throwing, continue pulling that out. Okay, all that'll happen is it'll be a little wobbly, but we can kind of trim it at the end. It's still good practice. But what a lot of us aren't doing is this, where we're entering and opening. No, so you can come out of it, yep, but we're not specifically doing that step. We're entering and then going straight to pulling. Okay, remember, enter, open, and compress the bottom. Sometimes forget about that compressing the bottom thing. Okay, inside the base of your cylinder should be flat. The bottom should be flat. A lot of ours are kind of cupped. The base should be flat. Okay. Collar, bevel, and pull. Repeat. Collar, bevel, and pull. Now, a lot of you are having a tendency where we're really thick. I'm using a lot more pressure on the bottom than on the top. And a lot of you are coming all the way up to the top, and your clay is what we call feathered. It's really thin. And we want to have even thickness throughout. Collar, bevel, pull. Okay. Additional tricks. One more for you. Let's get it out a little bit. Any additional tricks? If your rim is a little bit lumpy, you can actually trim some of it off. Save one side taller than the other. Yeah, I just lay that needle tool on the cuticle of my thumb, and I'm basically going to pinch. I'm not really giving it any pressure. I'm just holding my hand still right here. I'm going to force the needle tool through at an angle, not perpendicular to the clay, but at an angle so that the clay travels with it until it touches my finger. Then I'm going to pause and lift. Okay, don't do that. Pause and lift. Okay. So that's something good to practice, anyways. Then, do you have a throwing sponge, Mike? After you've trimmed the rim, or sometimes when we're done, we want to go ahead and clean the rim up. And I just like to hold this. Potter in a studio would use like a piece of canvas, like lamb hide, and pull it over. I've seen people, when I've got a bunch going, I'll use a little wet paper towel, works great, but I don't like that because you sometimes forget it and it goes in our clay. It molds and it stinks. So clean that rim up. Okay, make that a lot more nice. I'm gonna hold that sponge, kind of like I'm telling a little tip. Stick it down at the bottom. Then the last thing, this is new for you guys, is a wet foot trim. And this is gonna get rid of some of this extra clay. It's just a neater way to do the bottom. So I'm gonna hold this like a pencil. I'll make a fist with my left hand. And I don't know, kids are confused. A lot of kids want to do this. A lot of kids want to, like, you know, go and push it in the clay like that. That's wrong. We're just going to use this to cut into the clay. You can see how the direction is going to cut into the clay. And I'm just going to hold it really tight and enter into the clay. Try not to let it move. So it touches the bat, I'm going to pause. And I'll pinch a needle tool, cut underneath of that little ribbon. Okay. Cut it off. Now, we're to the point where we should start keeping some of these. And here's what I want you to do. I haven't had students do this in the past, but I want us to write our name. See, take this, and I want you to put it up under a bucket. And put like a tool or a small piece of clay, a little scrap underneath of there. And wait 1 day. Okay, that's going to allow enough air for it to get in there for us to get to a soft, leather hard state. And that's when I want you to go back in and I want you to personalize these. Okay? And there's all kinds of different things that you can do. Not just on the potter's wheel. But just decorative wise, using a tool mark. Square it up maybe. I don't know. But just think about that, you guys. With 60 some students all making cylinders in here, I want them to be personalized. Part and practice our creativity a little bit. Okay? Does this demonstration help you a little bit more?
Yeah.
Now that you've drawn for a week? Okay, but the biggest thing is, if I haven't given you pressure on your hands, if you haven't felt that pressure, holler at me and say, Mr. Clark, hold me stable. You know, I'll come over and I'll just hold your hand still. Okay? Any questions, you guys?
Nope.
All right.